Welcome to Tungal First PU online classes. In this class, we will discuss some NCERT numericals. In the previous class, we are completed the total concepts of gravitation chapter. Now in this class, we will discuss some numericals, that is NCERT numericals. Okay, right. Here first we will go to the first numerical. Let us assume that our galaxy consists of 2.5 into 10 power of 11 stars, each of 1 solar mass. Each of how many mass here? 1 solar mass. How long will be a star at a distance of 50,000 light year from the galactic center take to complete one revolution? Take the diameter of the Milky Way to be 10 power of 5 light year. Right, what are the given values? First of all, see here. Let us assume that our galaxy consists of 2.5 into 10 power of 11 stars. Here number of stars are given. Each star is having the 1 solar mass. Here how long will be a star at a distance is given 50,000 light year from the galactic center, take to complete one revolution. Here what is asking here? How long means the time is asking. How long will be a star at a distance of 50,000 light year from the galactic center take to complete one revolution? In order to make the one revolution, how much time is it taking? That is asking in the question. Right, first of all, what are the given values we have to write here? First we have to write the distance. Here first I am making the solution here. First, what is the given here? Distance is given. Distance r is equal to I am writing here. R is given. Distance r is given here. That distance is equal to 50,000 light year. What is here? Light year. Ly here means light year. That is given distance. But 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 power of 15 meters. We already know that. That is we are studied in the first chapter. 1 light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 power of 15 meters. 9.46 into 10 power of 15 meters. This is a 1 light year value. Here r is equal to 50,000 light year means r is equal to distance r is equal to 50,000 into 9.46 into 10 power of 15 meters. 10 power of 15 meters. Now what is I am writing here? R is equal to, this is 5 into 10,000 into 9.46 into 10 power of 50. Here 5 into 10,000. 5 into 10,000 is equal to 50,000. Now r is equal to 5 into 10 power of 4. 10,000 means 10 power of 4 into 9.46 into 10 power of 50. Okay, it is clear. Now what is we are getting here? R is equal to here 9.46 into 5. 5 6 are 30. 5 4 are 20, 23. 5 9s are 45. 45 means 47. Here what is we are getting here? This is 47.3. After the point there is no value for 0. 47.3 into 10 power of 19. This is I am changing as like this. 4.73 into 10 to the power of 20. This is I am changing the point here. This is 4.73 into 10 power of 20. I am changing like this. Here 47.3 into 10 power of 19 we are getting here. This value when multiplying this one 47.3 into 10 power of 19 we are getting. This is I am changes as a 4.73 into 10 power of 20. Right, this is a meters. Because here 9.46 into 10 power of 15 meters 1 light year is equal to. So the total value coming in the meters. This is R value we are getting. And the mass value also what is given here, 2.5 into 10 power of 11 stars. Means let us assume that our galaxy consists of 2.5 into 10 power of 11 stars, each of 1 solar mass. Means the total mass of the galaxy can be written as, how many stars are there? 2.5 into 10 power of 11 stars. Here that is number of stars are given. Each having how much mass here? 1 solar mass. So the number of stars is multiplied with here solar mass. It can give the total, what is here, mass of the galaxy. Here total mass of the galaxy is equal to, can be written as, total mass of the galaxy can be written as what is here, number of stars into, here number of stars into 1 solar mass. Number of stars into 1 solar mass or solar mass. Here that is the total mass is equal to, here number of stars into solar mass. Means each star is having the how many solar mass here? 1 solar mass. So number of stars is multiplying with 1 solar mass. It can give the total mass of the galaxy. So that is I am writing here, this is 2.5 into 10 power of 11 into 1 solar mass value is equal to, that value is equal to 2 into 10 power of 30. 2 into 10 power of 30 kg, that is 1 solar mass. Here I am writing here, this is a 1 solar mass is equal to, that can be written as a, here 1 solar mass is equal to 2 into 10 power of 30 kg. Next what is here, 1 light year is equal to, here 1 light year is equal to, can be written as, here 1 light year I am writing here, 1 light year can be written as 9.46 into 10 power of 15 meters. Right, we can remember these values. Now what is we are getting here, mass is equal to, here 2.5 into 2 is equal to 5 into 10 power of 41 kg. Here what is here, 30 plus 11 is equal to 41. Here 2.5 into 2 is equal to 5. Here 5 into 10 power of 41 kg. This is we are getting as a mass. Now this is what is here, distance. Distance is equal to 4.73 into 10 power of, what is here, 20 meters. Now first we have to find the, what is the formula for finding the time period. How to find the time period here? Listen, I am explaining here. Suppose this is I am considered as a mass of the galaxy. Around this, what is here, one planet is revolving here. Here this is a one planet is revolving around the galaxy. Now let us assume that our galaxy consists of 2.5 into 10 power of 11 stars, each of 1 solar mass. How long will be a star? 1 star I am considered. This is the mass of the galaxy. Around this galaxy 1 star is revolving. Here this is capital M is the mass of the galaxy. Here small m is the mass of the star. In between there is a gravitational force of attraction. This gravitational force of attraction is here balanced by the centripetal force. Means gravitational force of attraction is gives the what is here, centripetal force for the revolving what is here, star around the galaxy. So what is I am writing here? We know that formula already I am writing here. That formula I am written as F is equal to, here what is here, this is G capital M into small m by r square. R is the distance between the, here what is here, distance between the galaxy and the star, that is r here. Now GMM by r square is equal to, we know that formula, mv square by r. This is what is here, centripetal force expression. GMM by r square is equal to mv square by r. Now this is we are writing the equation here. From this equation, here what is we are getting here, this is here what is here, that is the gravitational force of attraction in between the star and the galaxy is gives the necessary centripetal force. Here now necessary centripetal force means GMM by r square is equal to mv square by r I am writing here. So this equation I am written as, once again, here GMM by r square is equal to here mv square by r I am written. Here m cancel, and here r also cancel. The remaining value is, what is there here, Gm by r is equal to v square. Okay, clear up to this one. Gm by r square is equal to v square. But v is equal to, we know that formula, r omega. That is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. So Gm by r is equal to r omega whole square, because v is equal to r omega I am substituting. So what we are getting here from this is I am writing from formula here, v is equal to r omega. Next, from this equation, Gm by r is equal to, here what is here, r square omega square. I want to find the time period. So I want to find the time period means, here r square taking here, Gm by r into r square is equal to r cube is equal to omega square. Here r square taking this here, r square into r is equal to r cube. So omega square is equal to Gm by r cube. First we find the formula. Here omega square is equal to Gm by r cube means omega is equal to, we know that formula, 2 pi by t. This is a relation between here time period and angular velocity. Omega 2 pi by t whole square is equal to Gm by r cube. Okay, now we can change the formula. Here 4 pi square by t square is equal to, here what is we are getting here, Gm by r cube. Now both sides we have to make the reciprocal. Here what we are getting here, t square by 4 pi square is equal to r cube by gm. T square by 4 pi square is equal to r cube by gm. Here from this we write the t square formula. What we are getting, the t square formula I am writing here. From this I am written as a t square is equal to, formula can be written as here t square, or I am writing here, this is t square formula. T square is equal to formula, what we are getting here, 4 pi square into r cube by gm. Okay, that formula we are getting here. T square is equal to 4 pi square r cube by gm. This is a formula here we are using. From this formula we have to find the time period. First of all, I am writing all the values simple way. First I am writing r value here. This all are removing. Here when all are removing, I am writing the just r value and the m value directly. We can first of all copy this one. Directly I am writing the r value. R value is equal to, here directly I am written as 4.73 into here 10 power of 20. That is final r value we are getting. Final m value what we are getting here, m is equal to 5 into 10 power of 41 kg. 5 into 10 power of 41 kg. And next directly I am writing the formula also. What is the formula final we are getting here? Here that formula what we are getting here, t square is equal to, here first of all you make the all these changes. After changing the all these values, substitute these values in this formula. First we are changing the values and finding the formula. After this we substitute the values in the formula. Here what is the formula we are getting here, t square is equal to 4 pi square r cube by gm. Right, here this all are removing now. Now in this formula we substitute the values now. Here first of all I am writing here, from this t time period is required. Here how to find the time period here, time period t is equal to, when taking that side, 4 pi square into r cube by gm whole power of 1 by 2. Right. Now in this formula we substitute all the values. What are the values are there, we substitute here. T is equal to 4 into pi value 3.14 whole square. Pi is equal to 3.14. Radius r, distance already we are getting, r means distance. here 4.73, that is I am written as 4.73 into 10 power of 20 whole cube, right? That is whole cube here. Next, what is I am writing here? G value. G value is 6.67 into 10 power of minus 11. Mass, what we are getting here? 5 into 10 power of, what is here? 41. Here, this is whole power of 1 by 2. This is totally whole power of, what is here? 1 by 2. Okay, right. Now this value, now calculate this one. Here 4 into 3.14 whole square. Here 3.14 whole square is equal to 4 into 9.86. 3.14 into 3.14, 9.16. Here 4.73 whole cube. 4.73 whole cube. This is 4.73 into 10 power of 20 whole cube is there. So 4.73 whole cube into, here 10 power of 20 whole cube is equal to 10 power of 60. 20 into 30. A to the power of m whole power of n is equal to a to the power of m into n. 20 into 3 is equal to 60. Here 4.73 whole cube value I am writing here. That 4.73 whole cube, when making the calculation, that value 105.82. Nearly 105.82 into, this is 10 power of 60. When making the cube, 10 power of 60 we are getting. By, this is 6.67 into 5. 6.67 into 5 means 5 7s are 35, 5 6 are 30, 33, 5 6 are 30, 33. 5 7s are 35, 5 6 are 30, 33, 5 6 are 30, 33. Means we are getting, what is here? 33.35. 33.35 whole power of 1 by 2. This is time period value. Here whole power of 1 by 2. Okay. Right. Into, here what will be there? Here again one value is there. 10 power of 41 minus 11 is equal to 10 power of 30. 41 minus 11 is equal to 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2. This is 4 into this value 9.8586. When 3.14 into 3.14, 9.86. When 4.73 whole cube, when making here 105.82. Here 10 power of 20 whole cube is equal to 10 power of 60. Next to 6.67 into 5 is equal to 33.35. 41 minus 11 is equal to 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2, as usual we are writing. Now this is, here this is multiplying here 4 into 9.86. When multiplying this one we are getting 39.44. Right. Next to, this is a 105.82 by 33.35 into 10 power of 60 into 10 power of minus 30, taking into numerator 10 power of minus 30. Here whole power of, what is here? 1 by 2. Whole power of 1 by 2. This is taking into numerator, that becomes to be minus 30. I am writing once again. Here 10 power of 60 into 10 power of minus 30. Taking into numerator. This is minus 30. Okay. Now what we are getting here? T is equal to, here 39.44 into 105.82 value is equal to 4173.5 when multiplying this one. By, this is 33.35 into 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2. Okay. 60 minus 30 is equal to 30 whole power of 1 by 2. Now separate the, what is here? Square root. Now first calculate this value. 4173.5 by 33.35. Here this is value, when calculating this is, we are getting here 125.14 near about into 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2. Now this is, we are making the square root. T is equal to, separately square root here, 125.14 whole power of 1 by 2 into 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2. This is a formula. AB power of 1 by 2 means A power of 1 by 2 into B power of 1 by 2, like this. Now 125.14 whole power of 1 by 2 means 125 under root near about. That is we are getting here 11.2 into, that is near about here 11.2, near about writing here 11.2 into 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2 means here a to the power of m whole power of n is equal to a to the power of m into n. That is the formula. So 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2, 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2 is equal to here 10 power of 30 into 1 by 2. Here what we are getting here 10 power of 15. So 10 power of 30 whole power of 1 by 2 is equal to 10 power of 15 seconds. This is a time period value 11.2 into 10 power of 15 seconds. Okay, just to your what are the here multiplications is there, you can do here. Just multiplications and divided you can do here. Here just I am writing directly values, you can do the other calculations. Okay, this 125.14 near about we are getting 11.2, right. Here 12 under root is 144. Here 125 under root means 11 point something we are getting. So 11.2 into 10 power of 15 seconds. This is a time period value. Okay, this is a time taken for what is there, one complete revolution. The time taken by the star to complete revolution around the galaxy. How much time taken here? 11.2 into 10 power of 15 seconds. Here first we change the values and find the formula. All the values substitute in this formula, we can get the final value here, right. Next we go to the second problem or second numerical. Here what is the second numerical here? What is the given? A saturation here is 29.5 times the earth year. Means saturation here is saturan, not saturation here. Saturan here is 29.5 times the earth year. How far is the saturan from the sun? If the earth is 1.50 into 10 power of 8 kilometer away from the sun. Right here, this is what is here. A saturan here is, here what is there? A saturan here is given. Here that is given as 29.5 times the earth year. Means TS I am taken, that is saturan here is equal to TS is equal to 29.5 times of earth year, TE. How far is the saturan from the sun? If the earth is 1.50 into 10 power of 8 kilometer away from the sun. Means sun to earth distance is given. And we have to find the sun to saturan distance. Now, here that distance I am writing here. Here sun to earth distance, that is I am written as a RE. RE means earth distance from the sun, that is 1.50 into 10 power of 8 kilometers. Here saturan, here saturan distance we have to find here, that is I am taken as RS is equal to how much? Okay, here TS is equal to 29.5, T is given, and what is here? The distance of the earth from the sun is also given. The distance of the saturan from the sun we have to find here. That value RS we have to find here. Now we know that formula from the Kepler laws. T square directly proportional to R cube. From the Kepler laws, T square directly proportional to R cube means, this is simply you can write here T square is equal to K into R cube. K is the constant. When removing the proportionality, we put the constant. Similar way, Ts square is equal to K into, here what is here? Rs cube. Here Ts taken means Rs taken. T1 taken means R1 also take here. Similar way, Ts is equal to Rs. Next, Te square is equal to K into Re cube. Now, first I am changing the formula. Ts square by T square is equal to K into Rs cube by K into Re cube. K getting cancelled. Now Ts square by T square is equal to Rs cube by Re cube. Okay, right. Ts is equal to 29.5, Te is given here, that is substituting here. Ts is equal to 29.5 Te whole square by Te square is equal to Rs cube by Re cube. Okay, this is 29.5 whole square into Te square, separately writing, by Te square is equal to Rs cube by Re cube. Okay, clear here. T square getting cancelled. Now what we are getting value here, this is, now what is the value required here? Rs value is required. So Rs value is required means, this is I am written as here 29.5 whole square, or first I am writing this value here, next I am taking this value here. Now interchanging the here values here, now Rs cube by Re cube is equal to what we are getting here, 29.5 whole square. Okay, right. Now 29.5 whole square. Now 29.5 whole square value is equal to, we are getting 870.25 near about. Here 30 means near about what is we are getting 900. Here 29.5 whole square we are getting 870.25. Now Rs cube by Re cube is equal to 870.25. That value 29.5 into 29.5. Now here this is I am written as Rs by Re whole cube, taking into same whole cube, is equal to 870.25. From this I am getting as Rs by Re is equal to 870.25 whole power of 1 by 3. Here cube here taking means whole power of 1 by 3. Square taking means whole power of 1 by 2. Cube taking means whole power of 1 by 3. So what we are getting, Rs is equal to Re into 870.25 whole power of 1 by 3 means the third root we are making. Third root we are making near about we are getting 9.55. That value is equal to 9.55. 9.55 into 9.55 into 9.55. When making this one 870.25 whole cube, or this is 9.55 whole cube whole power of 1 by 3. You can write like this, 9.55 whole cube whole power of 1 by 3. 9.55 whole cube when making, that is we are getting here 870.25. So whole cube whole power of 1 by 3 cancel. Now Rs is equal to Re into 9.55. Now Rs is equal to Re value already we know that 1.50 into 10 power of 8 means 1.5 we are taken. 1.50 means after the point there is no value for 0 into 9.55. When multiplying 9.55 into 1.5, here near about we are getting that value is equal to 9.55 into 1.5. Here 9.55 into 1.5 value, here this is 15 5s are 75, 15 5s are 75 to 82, 15 9s are 135. Okay, 135 8 we are getting 13 4 143. Here this is 143 we are getting, after the 3 after the point means 14.3 we are getting, means that is we are getting as a value is equal to near about 14.3 into 10 power of 8. This is given in the kilometer, so this value also we are getting in kilometer, right. This is a Rs value. Right, here we can concentrate here of this calculation. 870.25 whole cube is equal to 870.25 whole power of 1 by 3 can be written as 9.55 whole cube. That is 9.55 whole cube we are making 870.25. This is a here second numerical. Next we go to the third numerical. See here, a body weighs 63 Newton on the surface of the earth. 63 Newton on the surface of the earth. What is the gravitational force on it due to the earth at a height equal to the half of the radius? Right? Means the weight on the surface of the earth is given. First of all, I am writing here weight of the body on the surface of earth. Weight of the body on the surface of the earth is given, that is 63 Newton. That is I am considered as a W. W is equal to, what is the formula? mg, weight formula. On the surface of the earth, acceleration due to gravity value g. W is equal to mg is equal to 63 Newton. That is given. The weight of the body on the surface of the earth. Next, what is the gravitational force on it due to the earth at a height equal to the half of the radius? Here height is equal to half of the radius means h is equal to r by 2. Suppose h less than r means h is very small in comparison to the radius. We know that formula gh is equal to g into 1 minus 2h by r we are using. H value very small. But here h value not a very small, it is half of the radius. It is not a small means for any height one formula is there. Already we know that in the discussion in the previous classes we have discussed this one. This is for h less than r. H is very small in comparison to the radius, use this formula. Suppose here r value is equal to, here what is there, 6.4 into 10 power of 6 kilometers is there. Right. But when the r value is very small, 3 meter, 4 meter like this given, we use this formula, there is no problem because very small in comparison to the radius. But here half of the radius is there. That is the reason for any height we can, height the one formula is there. Any height, we know that formula g into r square by r plus h whole square. Suppose we use this formula, you get the answer 0. That's the reason we don't use this formula because here height is large value is there. So that's the reason we are using here gh is equal to g into r square by r plus h whole square. So here what is here? First of all, I am finding the acceleration due to gravity at h height. H is equal to r by 2 is given. Height is equal to the half of the radius. Now gh, acceleration due to gravity at h height, we are using here g into r square by r plus h whole square. You are raising the one doubt, sir, you are not using gh is equal to g into 1 minus 2h by r. Why not using this formula? Means this formula is applicable only when h less than r. H value is very small in comparison to the radius, then only use this formula. But here h is equal to r by 2 means it is a very large value. Half of the radius means very large value. That's the reason we are using this formula. This formula is applicable for any height. This formula is applicable when h is very small in comparison to the radius. So that's the reason I am not using this formula. When you use this formula, you can get the answer is 0. Right. You substitute once, see here, g into 1 minus 2 into r by 2 by r. Here r cancel, 2 to cancel. Now g into 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So it is not applicable. When applicable, h is very small, it is applicable. But here h is not a small value, it is large value is there. So that's the reason we are using this formula. Right. Now gh is equal to g into r square by, but h is equal to half of the radius is equal to given. Means what is I am writing here? R plus r by 2 whole square. So what we are getting here, gh is equal to g into r square by r plus r by 2. R plus r by 2 is equal to, when making the LCM, this is 2r we are getting, 2r plus r is equal to 3r by 2. Okay, when making the LCM, 2r plus r by 2 is equal to 3r by 2 whole square. So this is I am written as 3r by 2 whole square. So from this we are writing gh is equal to g into r square by, this is 9r square by 4. 3 3 is 9, 2 2 is 4. R square as usual I am writing. Here r square getting cancelled. So gh is equal to, this is coming into numerator, 4 by 9 into g. Now this is a acceleration due to gravity at h height. Now we find the weight of the body at height h, from the surface of the earth. That weight I am denoted with WH. Height is there, I am denoted with WH. You can take W dash also, anyone. Here WH is equal to m into GH. Weight is equal to formula here m into G. But at the h height, acceleration due to gravity value here GH. Okay, m into GH. So WH is equal to m into GH. GH is equal to 4 by 9 into G. That value already we know that. Now WH is equal to, I am written as WH is equal to here 4 by 9 taking outside into remaining mg as usual. Now but mg is equal to what we know that here W. So W dash H is equal to 4 by 9 into mg is equal to W. Okay. Now here WH is equal to 4 by 9 into W value already we know that. W is equal to 63 newtons. Here 9 ones are 9 sevens are. So WH is equal to 28 newtons. This is a weight of the body. Here the weight of the body at height h. That height is equal to the, what is here, half of the radius. Here when the height is taken as the half of the radius of the earth, now their weight value is equal to what is here 28 Newton. Right. This type of the same model question asked in the previous year, last year NEET exam also, this type of the model is asked. Okay, that is WH is equal to how many Newton here? 28 Newtons. This model is very, very important for theory exam also. Next we will discuss the, here what is here fourth numerical. Here assuming the earth to be a sphere of uniform mass density, how much would a body weigh halfway down the center of the earth if weighted 250 Newton on the surface? Here halfway down the center of the earth. Here 250 Newton on the surface. See here. Right. 250 weight of the body. First of all I am writing. On the surface of earth. Weight of the body on the surface of the earth. W is equal to mg is equal to 250 Newton. That is given. But here a body weight that is asking here, weight halfway down the center of the earth. Here how much would a body weight? Here halfway down the center of the earth means halfway down the center of the earth means here depth is equal to half of the radius. D is equal to r by 2. Right, D is equal to r by 2 is given. First of all I am finding here GD, acceleration due to gravity at D depth. D depth acceleration due to gravity value is equal to G into 1 minus D by R. This formula is applicable for any depth. There is no here difference is there for the depth. Here what is here? This is a here 1 minus d by r. Directly it is applicable for any depth here. Any depth we can take here. This is formula is applicable here. This is 1 minus d by r. So d is equal to r by 2. So d equal to r by 2 value I am substituting here. This is g into 1 minus r by 2 by r. Here r getting cancelled. Remaining here 1. So gd is equal to g into 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 means what we are getting here? gd is equal to g into 1 minus 1 by 2. 2 minus 1 by 2. 2 minus 1 by 2 is equal to, when making the LCM, 2 minus 1 by 2. So gd is equal to here 2 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. G into 1 by 2 is equal to g by 2. This is gd value. Right, now what is I am finding here? Weight at d depth. Now weight of the body at depth d. At d depth, d is equal to r by 2 is given. Weight of the body at d depth can be written as, that is I am written as wd is equal to, you can take w dash also. Wd is equal to m into gd. So what we are getting here? Wd is equal to m into gd. Gd is equal to what we know that here g by 2. So this can be written as wd is equal to 1 by 2 into mg. So wd is equal to 1 by 2 into mg. Mg is equal to what we know that here w. So wd is equal to 1 by 2 into w. Here weight of the body is equal to how much here? W is equal to 250. So 250 means 2 1s are 2 125s are. So wd is equal to what we are getting here? 125 Newton. This is a weight of the body at here how much depth here? D depth. That d depth is equal to what is the value here? Depth value is equal to half of the radius. Means that is a when body what here how much would a body weight halfway down the center of the earth. When the halfway down the center of the earth means it is downing half of the radius. When the down half of the radius here, that is the what is here weight what we are getting here? 125 newtons here. When coming the here d depth, here the weight value is equal to how many newtons here? 125 newtons. Right. This is our fourth numerical. Okay, next we will go to the fifth numerical. The escape speed of a projectile on the surface of the earth is 11.2 km per second. Escape speed of earth, the escape speed of a projectile on the surface of the earth. We know that here this is the surface of the earth we are consider. Now this is mass m, radius r. Now escape speed on the of a projectile on the surface of the earth. Now escape speed means to cross the gravitational field of the earth. This is the boundary of the gravitational field. For example, we are consider. Now this is escape speed is given. That escape speed is given as 11.2 km per second. The body is projected out with thrice this speed. Means your escape speed is given. The body is projected with velocity. That velocity is equal to 3 times of escape velocity. A body is projected out with thrice this speed. Thrice this speed means v equal to 3 into V. What is the speed of the body far away from the earth? Far away from the earth means it is at infinite distance, or it is enters into interstellar space. In the interstellar space, the velocity we consider V infinity. That V infinity is asking here. Ignore the presence of the sun and other planets. That is given. Here we know that one relation. Here, what is the velocity? Here, escape velocity. We know that here already. Here, first of all, one condition. Here, V infinity is asking here. What is the V infinity value? I am writing here. Here, suppose half mv square velocity is given to the body. In this velocity, now half mv square kinetic energy is given to the body. Sorry, here, half mv square kinetic energy is given to the body. In this, half mv square is using for to escape from the gravitational field of earth, or to overcome the gravitational field of earth. Remaining is of mv infinity square. V infinity square means that is the kinetic energy given to the body in the interstellar space. So the total kinetic energy we are written already. We know that here of mv square is equal to of mv square plus of mv infinity square. This relation already we know that this of mv square kinetic energy is given to the body. It is using into two parts. One is to escape from the gravitational field of earth. Another part is given to the body to move in the interstellar space. Okay, half mv square is equal to half mv square plus half mv infinity square. Means in this kinetic energy, it is using into two parts. One part is used for overcome the gravitational field. Another part is used to enters into the or travel into the interstellar space. Okay, right. So from this we are writing here half m is taking common, remaining v square is equal to half m is taking common, v square plus v infinity square. Half m cancel. Now v square is equal to v square plus v infinity square. Okay, but v infinity is asking. So v infinity square is equal to v square minus v square. So v infinity is equal to under root of v square minus v square. So from this, v infinity is equal to under root of v. V is equal to 3v. 3v whole square minus v square. 3v whole square minus v square. So what we are getting here? V infinity is equal to under root of 9v square minus v square. 3 3s are 9, v square. So v infinity is equal to here under root of 8v square. V infinity is equal to root 8 into v. So v infinity is equal to root 8 into v value already given, that is 11.2. 11.2 kilometer per second. Now from this, v is equal to 2 root 2 into 11.2 kilometer per second. Here v is equal to 2 into 1.414 root 2 value into 11.2 kilometer per second. Now v is equal to 2.828 into 11.2 kilometer per second. That value we are calculating near about 31.6. That is 31.6. Here 31.6 kilometer per second. This is here v infinity. This is v infinity value. Okay. This v infinity is equal to 31.6 kilometer per second. This root 8 value is equal to 2 root 2. Here this is 11.2 kilometer per second. 2 into 1.414 into 11.2 kilometer per second. This is 2.828. Root 2 value 1.414, 2.828 into 11.2 kilometer per second. When multiplying this one, 31.6 kilometer per second. Okay, thank you. Remaining numericals we will discuss in the next class.